Well, we are getting you ready for Thanksgiving in our studio kitchen. Always fun to have Ross Chef Jane back on the show, and you've made this, it was several years ago.
I made it a long time ago, but you know, this is an unpumpkin pie. Now, why is it unpumpkin? Because I don't like pumpkin. I don't like the texture of it, basically, and it just is icky to me. So I've developed a way to make an unpumpkin pie that's going to give you all of the flavor, all of the goodness, and all of the wonderfulness without all the added chemicals and sugar and texture of pumpkin. So that's why I created this recipe. Now, I was playing with my carrots before.
I see that.
Because one of the ingredients in this is carrot. Now, if you notice, of course, pumpkin is orange. So we kind of want our carrots to give us a little bit of that color, as well as a little bit of texture. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my carrot henge. I made a little Stonehenge out of carrots.
I see that.
Yes. And I'm going
History lesson there.
I'm destroying it now. Now I'm going to put these into the blender. I've added 8 ounces of water in my blender. Okay? So I'm going to put this in here, and I do have to turn this on now. This is an important step. Now, if you don't put your carrots in the blender first, you may not get full. They may not dissolve fully and be done as much as they can. But we have to kind of get them to the point where it's almost in the liquid. Okay? And then we're going to add our other ingredients.
I don't think we can hear too much.
Well, that's going to be good enough.
So
okay.
This is like just carrot juice.
Well, it's not carrot juice. Now, see, this is the difference between juicing and blending. Okay, Juicing will take out the fiber and just give you the juice of the vegetable or the fruit.
Okay.
Blending gives you the whole fruit, so you get the fiber also.
Nice.
Okay, now it can be good or bad. It depends on what your dietary wants or needs are. But this will give you, it's going to taste like carrot juice for all intents and purposes.
Okay.
And you're not going to really have any kind of texture there. So now we're going to put our cup of cashews in there.
Creamy.
Okay. I'm going to put a dash of allspice in there. Just a little bit. Now I am going to put some pumpkin pie spice in there, and it calls for about 2 tablespoons. I've been screwing up my measurements recently. Hasn't affected any of the food I'm making, but it's good. And then I'm going to take some cinnamon.
All the flavors
extra cinnamon there.
of what we love.
Now, agave nectar is our sweetener, so we're going to put about 3/4 of a cup of agave nectar in there. That's about 3/4 of a cup. And yes, I am accurate in my measurements, believe it or not. I know it doesn't seem like it is. But, and this is coconut oil. Now, the coconut oil and the coconut butter will give a texture to this. And this is what allows it to firm up to become the texture that I like in a pumpkin pie, unpumpkin pie, I should say. And I apologize for not saying that. Okay, there we go there. And now a pinch of...
I've not used coconut butter before.
Oh yeah, it gives a nice texture. And then we have a little bit of vanilla powder. Now, vanilla powder is brown. Vanilla beans are brown. Okay, you've seen, like in vanilla ice cream, if you buy a vanilla ice cream, you'll see little flecks of brown in there. That's because of the vanilla powder. So if you get some vanilla powder that's white, no, don't buy that. Okay, get the vanilla powder that's made from the beans that is brown, and it's made from the beans, so you don't have to go scraping the beans off. Okay?
I do love to scrape the bean. It's amazing the difference, though, if you buy like the vanilla bean or the vanilla powder.
Very big difference.
Yeah, you can really taste that.
Very big difference.
Yeah.
Very, very big difference. So I put a cup of water in there with my carrot, and then I put my cashews in there, my coconut oil, my coconut butter, agave nectar, a little bit of cinnamon. You can add more if you like it more cinnamony. And then a little bit of allspice and my pumpkin pie spice. Okay, those are really simple ingredients. Now you can use any kind of pre-made pie crust that you like. A lot of times you can buy like these graham cracker crusts and such. I don't even know what they offer these days in the supermarkets as far as pre-made crusts go, but basically you can use anything in there. I like personally a graham cracker crust. That is my personal favorite. Okay, I always like the flavor of it, the flavor that it brings to any kind of a pie or a cake that you're making, and I just always like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to blend this up, and it's going to be a smooth mixture, and then we're going to put it into a pie crust. I made a pie crust or
that.
cake crust, whatever you want it to be, and this is, remember, dates and nuts. Equal parts, dates and nuts. I used pecans and dates. And yeah, of course, I add a little bit of other things in there, but it doesn't matter. You don't have to, okay? It makes a nice crust. I pressed it into my pan, which I lined with plastic wrap because it's easier when I open it up and I take it out. I can actually remove it from the bottom here and put it onto a cake disc, okay? And it can go wherever I want it to go. It's very easy. So this is going to be the crust for the pie.
It's a healthy on pumpkin pie.
It's a very healthy on pumpkin pie, and that's what I really aim to do, is help to educate everybody who's watching, to show that there are healthier options that you can do. Like, you may not use any kind of white sugar or white flour or anything like this. Well, this avoids all of that stuff. Plus, you've got your carrot in there, you've got some cashews in there, so it has nutritional value for you, and you're using the coconut butter and the coconut oil to give it the texture, so that when you put it into the refrigerator, it's actually going to have a texture that's similar to a pumpkin pie, but it's actually going to be better.
I cannot wait. All right, it's a famous one. She makes it for us every once in a while. It's the Unpumpkin pumpkin pie. For more information on Jane, you can visit her website. It's rawchefjane.com. You can also find her on Facebook and Instagram, and we'll be back with her a little later in the show.